Sa magandang hapon po sa ating lahat at malugod na pagbati mula sa Future Earth Philippines. Welcome sa ika-77 episode ng The Filipino SDG Action Hour. Muli niyo kaming samahan sa isa't kalahating oras ng exciting at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa mga paksa na napapanahon at tiyak na kapupulutan ng aral at karunungan. Alam niyo po, very interesting po ang topic natin sa hapon na ito at siguradong madaming may inspire sa success story ng ating ibabahagi. Sa hapon na ito, makikilala natin ang persona sa likod ng matagumpay na startup company na naglalayong itulay ang edukasyon at pananaliksik sa pagbuo ng isang kabuhayan o livelihood na magtataguyod ng sustainable development. Ang ating pong speaker o panauhin ay isang retired na full professor ng Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology of the College of Medicine, a BS in Chemistry and MS in Biochemistry degree holder. She got a commission on Higher Education Sandwich Program Scholarship to finish her dissertation at Michigan State University sa Amerika. She was conferred PhD in Human Nutrition by the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, at nabigyan ng Gawad Parangal bilang Best PhD Dissertation by the UPLB Gamma Sigma Delta Honor Society of Agriculture. She was awarded Outstanding Research and Development Award for Basic Research and Eduardo A. Cusimbing Medical Basic Research by DOST. Propelled by these awards and the vision mission of the College of Medicine towards leadership excellence in community-oriented medical education directed to the undeserved, she pursued her dream to help the undeserved, which are the indigenous people, in their livelihood. Believing that she needed intellectual property protection, an innovation and technology agent, technology transfer and business development office, and IPO PHL assisted her in filing for a patent. She started establishing a startup company in collaboration with UP Manila, and on last 2014, her prototype, an anti-inflammation food supplement, was declared grand winner of Alfredo M. Yao National Intellectual Property Award given by the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines. And in 2018, she was chosen Quezon Medal of Honor awardee in the field of research and development, the highest award given by the government of Quezon City. This was followed by the Rotary Vocational Service Award for Excellence given by the Rotary Club of Tayabas Central. She was also featured in Win IPE magazine released by IPOPHL in 2020 and a citation last 2023. Currently, she's working on manufacturing of an herbal supplement and other health products. With her advocacy to help the indigenous people, she is now operating this company to bring her inventions to the market. And to give us an insight on what propelled her to have the entrepreneurial mindset while providing livelihood to the indigenous people, let's all welcome Dr. Gracia P. Budoy Yu, presenting our topic for today entitled Education and Research to Entrepreneurship and Attainment of Sustainable Development Goals. Ma'am, welcome po.
Well, good afternoon and thank you very much po sa napakagandang introduction na shinare mo sa amin. Overwhelming, but once again, let me share first my slide. And maybe, now I'll start with maybe Lucy. Ito na po yung tulay, the bridge. And what I can say, I have a question muna sa inyo. Is there anyone in this Zoom conference who has not experienced pain yet? I don't think so. Wala. Sorry po. And I think that in everyone of us na is having this pain. Nawala po yung slide. Anyway, so having this pain, headache, toothache, arthritis, anything, any pain. And then what do we do with that? We resort to buying painkillers. And these painkillers are very effective in alleviating all the pains. But the problem with this are they pose potent serious side effects. And these are some stomach irritation and ulcer, or it could be renal failure, or it could be heart disease. So, para may problema, there is only a minor problem na may pain, a little pain. But taking all these painkillers, nagkakaroon ng major problem. Nagkakaroon ng ulcer. And one of the victims was my mother. She was taking this painkiller, I didn't know, for few days. And then later on, nagkaroon na siya ng ulcer. And that's what propelled me. What can I do? What else can I think of na hindi siya magkukause ng ulcer? And so, my lola in Bataan asked me, do we have something like natural anti-inflammatory drug? And I said, yes, there is. We have now a product which is now a food supplement, a plant food extract that help relieve pain and inflammation. But wait, baka sabihin nyo, teka, nagtitinda na ba kagad ito? Nagpuplag-ano na ba to? Nagpipitching na ba agad ako sa product niya? No. But I would like just to relate to you, how did it all happen? Paano ba ako nakarating dito sa product namin? And that's the reason why I'm here tonight, this afternoon, and to share with you my experience when it comes to education and research leading to entrepreneurship and the attainment of sustainable development goals. But before I proceed, let me first introduce myself. I am an academic, even I'm a retired one, I'm still teaching in different schools. I'm a researcher, still researching. I'm still a mentor, and I'm still a dreamer of becoming an academic entrepreneur soon, with a goal of helping a community. As an academic at the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, we're teaching biochemistry, nutritional biochemistry. We're having all these small group discussions and discussing all about the principles of biochemistry and the effect to our health. The drugs, the pure compounds, each nutrient, the effect to our health. Ano ba nagiging effect? Bakit ba ito kailangan? What must be inhibited in order to prevent disease? Something like that, no? And then, why is biochemistry education so important to me? Biochemistry is a discipline that is a combination of biology and chemistry. It studies the chemical reactions and chemical processes taking place within the living organisms. Sabi ko, ano ba itong mga vitamins na ito? Nagagawa ba ito sa katawan natin? No, and living at the molecular level. And from the interaction of small molecule drugs with macromolecules. And we know that the chemistry of cell depends on biochemical reactions of biomolecules. Its activity depends on its structure. And looking at the vision mission of the UP Manila College of Medicine, I saw, ang laki doon, no? Towards leadership and excellence in community-oriented medical education directed to the underserved. Wow, ang galing! Sabi ko, pero mo, ang mga medical students namin, they are directed to help the needy, the poor, or the underserved. And I would like to do that. Who are my underserved? And I was inspired by one of the principal investigators of the ICBG project. The ICBG is International Cooperative for Biodiversity Group project. And this project was dealing with the indigenous people, where we had this project conducted in Bataan, where this principal investigator was taking good care already of the indigenous people. She's a national scientist, a professor, an academician, and an inventor. Of course, she's the first Filipino laureate of the L'Oreal UNESCO 2010 for Women and Science. And you know, this is one thing that I admire in her. She has that great heart to help not only the indigenous people, but the farmers and fishermen as well, especially in their livelihood program. And I can attest to that because katabi po niya ako parati. Karati niya ako sama-sama. That's why I know. And she's using science and technology to alleviate poverty among them. And of course, maybe kilala niyo na siya. And she's no other than our very own national scientist, Dr. Lourdes J. Cruz, my mentor, my partner in crime, my partner in the production of the Conatrix. All right. And so the project is not that easy. We went through a lot, even in the securing of these requirements to do a research at the National Council for International for Indigenous Peoples. So we had this Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1937, IPRA, which was translated to Filipino, and then we discussed this to the IPs from time to time. We had several meetings just to explain what the project's all about and what benefit they can derive from it. Then we also have the free and prior informed consent in Filipino and English versions. And the MOA was done so that they will know that they will have also that equitable sharing of benefits. And through this effort, the UP system was the first to secure FPIC from the ITAS or the NCIP. I'm just mentioning this because was the great effort we did during the ICBG project. And it is not a joke to do this. We had really a great problem encountered just to secure this one. But anyway, so I give a clap to this because we got the first time to secure the FPIC. Anyway, so the project, the ICBG project, ended. And so I was left all alone. And I said, all right, then what will happen? I would like to do what Ma'am Luli is doing. What about me? How can I help too? And I'm thinking, what do I have to make my dream come true? To help also the underserved. And then being also in that community of ITAS. And then I said, oh, yes, by studying the plant foods consumed by the indigenous people, then if I found good results, then I can formulate, which means I can help them earn a living. Wow, parang ganda, no, aking dream. And I thought of, okay, if that is my dream, how can a basic research help the indigenous peoples in their livelihood program? So from the Natural Products Laboratory, where we did several tests, several experiments, then from the Natural Products Lab, then asking what help can we extend to the community. And by that, we will be bridging the gap. And this is a true one. This is a true bridge, actually bridging us, no, from the other mountain to the other mountain. You have to cross that bridge para makarating ka lang sa community ITAS, sa the communities of the ITAS. Then, so I crossed the bridge to reduce the gap, and we conducted personal interviews, which revealed to me some of their plant foods have health benefits. So several meetings we conducted. You know why? Because the ITAS were very aloof then. They were thinking of us na, ay naku, pareho lang yan ng mga magganong tao, matataas, picture, then photo, then pagkatapos po, wala na, iiwan na kami. Na-feature na kami, pero hindi na kami ibinalikan. So baka po ganyan din lang kayo. And then I said, no. So, dahil niyo ako, kasama ako ni Ma'am Luli. Kasama ko ni Ma'am Luli. And Ma'am Luli is still with you. Don't worry. Sabi ko gano'n, paninindigan namin ang sinasabi namin sa iyo, tutulong kami sa inyong livelihood. And then finally, they entrusted to me some of their plants. And that's the reason why I climbed the mountain, kasama ko yung mga AITA collecting plant specimens, and presto, just to cut the story short, we're able to have several studies, research studies, and mostly these are patented ones. These two receive an award, and we are having this mosquito repellent as well. And but the but the one that we are introducing now is the natural anti-inflammation, anti-pain health product, which I will discuss in a while. All right. Now, after that research, I went back to the mountain and I talked to Inang Gunang, Juanita, the eldest elder, then the elder, and then the tribal council. So she's the eldest elder, Inang Gulang, Juanita. And I said to her, Inang Gulang, pag po naging maganda ang result na aming study, and we conduct, and we produce a product out of it, magbe-benefit po ang inyong community. Sabi niya, "Hoy, salamat. At least alam ko, bago ako mamatay, merong doktora na titingin sa amin." And then with that advocacy, Ma'am Luli and I were always dreaming of this advocacy to help in their livelihood. So it is our advocacy to utilize knowledge in science to help the underserved in their livelihood. The underserved being the indigenous people, the Aitas, and the Unats, people living at the foot of the mountain. Ano ba yung Unat? Tayo yung diretso ang buhok. Okay. The Kulots are the indigenous people, the Aitas. The Unats are the ones na stay there, or the non-Aita. We extensively studied endemic plants with potential activity, which are developed into a product for commercialization. And together with Ma'am Luli, we are looking forward to the full commercialization of the products. Then what? Ano nangyari na ngayon? So why are we so confident about our product? What have we found? Medyo po, magkukwento lang po ako sa inyo. Ano nangyari? At bakit ba parating sinasabi ko, our product, dapat inamin nyo. Our product, dapat tangkilikin nyo. Bakit ba? Ano meron dito? It is the natural anti-inflammation, anti-pain health products. This is one of the products that we are producing right now. So, kunti lang pong kwento dito. Ano ginagawa niya? So, in our body, if there's a stimulus, the virus, any foreign material that will cause the inflammation, ang mangyayari po dito, nakikita niyo si COX-1 and COX-2. These are two enzymes. The COX-1 enzyme is found usually in the gastrointestinal or renal. Lagyan na lang po natin sa stomach. Okay? Doon na lang po. And the COX-1 produces prostaglandins that protect the gastrointestinal tract or the renal tract. So it is not good to inhibit or to stop the function of the COX-1. Whereas the COX-2 is the enzyme which is induced. Yan po, nasa all over the body. And when a stimulus, or let's say a virus come in, ito na po ay ma-express. And when this is expressed, it produces prostaglandins that may cause inflammation, fever, pain. Or if it's chronically expressed, it's leading to carcinogenesis. That's why it is good to inhibit COX-2 so that the inflammation will also be reduced, or pain, or fever, or even not prevent the carcinogenesis. This is where celecoxib or other drugs or the painkillers are working on. They stop or they inhibit COX-2 activity so that the inflammation will be reduced or gone. Okay na po. So, what happened to our product? So, ito po ang nangyari. These are our compounds. Ito na po yung compounds that we derive from the Cornatrex, and we studied it along with this the existing drugs, the rofecoxib and the celecoxib and the aspirin. Now, if you're going to look at the Ropicox-Shiv, yung pong COX-1, sabi ko kanina, na producing protective prostaglandins ay 0. So good. Yung COX-2, ito naman po, yung nagpapasa inflammation, na i-inhibit niya ang COX-2 by 92.4%. It's very good. And actually, this was very popular several years ago, that the Dropicox-Shiv is a very good painkiller, a very good for arthritis. But it was withdrawn from the market because it caused heart disease. Correct? Because of this COX-1 0% inhibition. Now, no inhibition. Now, how about the celecoxib? The celecoxib, which is now being, which is more popular among those who are in pain, no, the celecoxib, it inhibits COX-1 by only 40% and COX-2 by 72%. Looking at our compounds, this is very comparable with celecoxib. Celecoxib is a COX-2 selective drug. Now, how about aspirin? Aspirin inhibits more of COX-1 than COX-2. That's the reason why aspirin causes ulcer. So, yun lang po yun. Okay? So, ito na po yung aming product. Now, during preclinical trial, tuwan-tuwa na ako. Sabi ko, wow, galing. Nakita ko, along with Celebrex, we found, using mice, the Celebrex and the Conatex are showing the same pattern of activity. And so, therefore, our health products come from endemic plant food, which is found in the Philippines only. Kaya nga, if we're going to pursue the production of more of these Conatex, the Philippines is the one benefiting from it. Bakit? Product natin eh. We are not importing plant foods or plant materials from other countries. So nasa atin na yun. Tayo mag-export. Its safety level, as I've said, it is safe. It is eaten or ingested by the itis for centuries. That's why it's not harmful. It was tested in the laboratory for its safety. It's safe. Comparable anti-inflammatory activity with existing drugs. COX-2 selective, as I have already mentioned, and you know already the pure compounds that I have already shown. It passed microbial limits, negative to mutagenicity test. As of now, we are conducting the safety or the shelf life, but it will take 2 years to know. So, hindi ko pa po masasabi yun, although I know it already, but we need a certificate from the ITDI. Kaya kailangan po nandito pa sa process pa kami yun. Now, so the natural anti-inflammation, anti-pain capsule, we call it the Conatrix. The Conatrix is from the word na, pointed. The Cona is the name of the plant, the TR is tritis, and EX away. So, and this one, the 2014 AMI or Alfredo M. Yao Intellectual Property Awards Grand Prize winner. So maybe you can see from here the name of my name and my name, or the name of Ma'am Luli. So we are partner here. So she is my co-author here dito po sa Conatrix. Now, after getting that award, he came, of course, the TTBDO of UP Manila, and they're encouraging me, Grace, are you going to sell it to the pharmaceutical company, or are you going to have a startup company? Of course, andun ang dilemma. Andun ako sa gitna. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to decide. Shall we just give it to the pharmaceutical and get money and be rich and go to different countries? Presto. It's an easy one. But come to think of it, if we're going to sell it to the pharmaceutical company, the advocacy of helping the livelihood will be gone, because they might ask another farm to plant these materials and have it in a vast collection of and then abandoning the ITAS. Sana yung tulong namin? Sana yung pangako namin that we're going to help them in their livelihood? Saan na kami pupunta? Magagalit sila sa amin. And sasabihin na nila, wala na naman din silang pakinabang. Ginamit na naman tayo. Parang ang hirap yatang pakinggan sa naghihirap na community na isang taga-UP, na taga-UP pa naman ang nagsasalita nito, pero wala palang isang salita. So, and then, because one of my friends, Dr. Cobillion, said, and propelled me, no, Grace, don't sell it. Put up a startup company. Oh, I don't have money. I don't know anything about business. I don't know about putting up a company. How can I do that? Don't worry. You'll be able to learn it. All right. I will help you. I will back you up. Okay. And then several years have gone and still medyo naghihirap pa rin kami. Hindi ko rin alam. I don't know what to do. And I kept on praying and what to do. Until one time when I was discussing this to UP. All right. UP, andito na po ako. And I'm going to make a model na pinopropose sa UP. We're going to have this spin-off company model. The University of the Philippines will endorse us. We will have this NATPRIL Corporation produce the raw material, which will be given to the toll manufacturing company. And then the toll manufacturing company will produce products, and these products will now have royalty, and that royalty, which is 60-40, 60% will go to UP Manila, and 40% will go to the inventor. Okay, and then this was approved and signed by the Chancellor Menchit Padilla. So this was the model that we will be using if ever natuloy po ito. So but pandemic came. At wala na naman po ulit ako. Sabi na ako na naman, wala na naman ako. We have to stop everything. And I really don't know what to do na. And then I said, shall I continue? But again, a promise to inang gulang is a promise. When he just tell me, what natural anti-inflammatory drug can you introduce to us? And I said, all right, we will continue. And to continue that, we will start first with the micro enterprise. And with that micro enterprise, we came up with GBY Kamali. We bought a piece of land in Bataan, very close to the community of the Aitas, so that when they deliver the raw mats, they will just walk. And then just walk, and then after the delivery, we can ask them also to help us in the processing. So that's another job for them. So we have here our products. And just to cut it short, because of this micro-enterprising, we're able to get some testimonies. So some can say they got flu, they took 3 capsules, the following day, they reported to work. Some had dysmenorrhea, but after taking 1 cup, after an hour, no pain. Some said after 15 minutes, no more pain. Paulo Bueno gave her mother a tea. This is another one. Tea, Conatrix tea, and then the gout pain was gone for 1 month. This is a very interesting one. A testimony from my friend Cona Benaflor, my high school classmate. Good morning, Grace. Gusto ko sanang bumili ng product mo. Ipa-albisi mo. Tapos ang bayad, it's either sa account or what. Hoping for your favorable response. I'm in pain. Thanks. When I heard I'm in pain, so I gave her the capsules. And I said, just take 2 capsules because you're already in pain. Then after that, the following day, after taking 4 capsules, because she was really in pain, she couldn't sleep because it was aching. The body was aching so hard. And then after the following day, I called her up, and then she said, oh Grace, sorry. Bakit? Bakit sorry? Grace, nasan ka ba? I am in Tagaytay. Ha? Nasa Tagaytay? Kano ginagawa mo dyan? Eh, kasi magaling ng pakiramdam ko eh. So, namasyal na ako. And then, so, okay, talaga ha? Sige nga. And then, sige Grace. Hi Grace, update lang kita. I'm okay na. And I can eat now anything. But until now, I take 2 cups twice a day. Pati hand hindi ko malift, okay na rin. Lahat ng pain ko sa paa, hanggang singit, wala na. Salamat sobra. So happy after my 6 days of misery. I will continue to take it and no plan na itigil ito if it's okay. Really so happy. Thank you, Lord. To God be the glory. Ito po kay Ma'am Luli. Ma'am Luli, ito po galing sa inyo. Sabi niya, took 1 capsule last night. Okay, nawala sakit. Bigyan ko si Regina ng Conatex capsules. Nadrus motor nila, napadali. Uminom siya ng mefenamic acid. Masakit pa rin. Uminom siya ng Conatex, pagkakain, and then, tapos how many times? Then mukhang mas effective ang Conatex kaysa mefenamic acid. Nawala sakit ng paa at knees ni Regine after about an hour. Mukhang mas effective ang Conatex kaysa mefenamic acid na wala mga sakit ng paa at knees ni Regine after about an hour. Ito naman po kasama ko dito sa Kamalig. Masakit tuhod, but after taking 1 to 2 capsules, gumaling na daw po siya. And siguro po ito may last na aking ibibigay ng sample, si Engot, ang aming pong aso. Engot was dying already. Actually po, hingalo na siya noon eh. Itong kasama ko po sa bahay, naawa because alaga niya ito. And then sabi niya, engot ka talaga, bumangon ka nga. Pero talaga po nahina. So sabi niya, sige, bigyan kita ng Conatrix. So, tinanggal niya sa capsule, pinainom dito, pinilit, binuksan yung bunganga nila. Then after a few minutes, nawawala na si Engot. At nakita po niya, nakatayo na. Iyan siya na po. Hanggang ngayon, buhay na buhay pa. So, what if we have the food supplement? If we have no goal to achieve, para bang ibebenta ko na lang ito? No, parang di maganda eh. How does the business help in the SDGs? So, from the company, ano maitulong namin? First, plant materials arrive. Dala po ng mga ITAS or sino man makapagdala. Then, after po na ma-deliver, binabayaran kaagad namin sila. Kaya may pera sila. After processing, we ask them for the labor. And then they also paid. And the products we have, ito pa po yung the products namin, so aid those who are truly in aching. All right? So those with dysmenorrhea, osteoarthritis, headache, toothache, infection, cough and colds. Masasabi ko po, this is really good for dry cough and colds. Especially kung nagsisymptom na po kayo ng COVID, take 1 to 2 capsules it. Ano po yun? Tested. Gumagaling po kagad. And even sa diabetes. What else? I didn't know that this company is already helping them. Kung Ma'am Luli, kung nandiyan po kayo, Ma'am Luli, I didn't know that one of your workers sa samahan ng mga kababaihan sa Morong who were doing the Bignay wine, cashew wine with you during the PTPI hour natin noon, sabi niya, natulungan daw po siya, but now, wala na siyang trabaho. But because of this, sabi niya, nabigyan niyo po ako ng trabaho without me knowing it. Oh? Kasi kami po yung nagpo-provide sa inyo ng mga leaves na kailangan nyo. Oh? Talaga? At least sabi ko, alam niyo po, ang saya ko. Kasi nakakatulong din na pala kami sa mga kababaihan ng mga morong. Definitely, ang mga katutubo, the ITAS, the IPs, definitely, because they are the ones na talaga muna nagbibigay sa amin ng plant materials. I gave priority to the katutubo. Bago sa pupunta kami sa mga UNETs, we first tell the katutubo, please bring the plant materials. We will be waiting for you para lang makapagdala kayo. Uunahin muna kayo. Pag hindi kayo nakapagdala, and then sa time, the unat na kalalakihan will come in to provide us the raw mats that we need. We cannot let the katutubo na silang po magbibigay because malulugi po kami kasi hindi po na-provide nila ng maayos sa amin ang delivery. So, konting himas pa po sa kanila para po malaman na nila na this is business and this is no longer na pag gusto ko, dadala ko. Pag ayaw ko, hindi. So, yun pa po ang aming po pinipilit na ituro sa kanila. Alright, how about the plant waste? Meron pong plant waste dito. The plant waste is burned to smoke the mango and cashew trees. The carbon used to fertilize the soil. Kaya wala po talaga natatapon sa amin. From this place, meron po kami lugar doon na doon po namin dry. After drying, then it is burned. Then yung po sa burning, alam niyo po ba ngayon, ang dami po naming harvest na mango, fruits, and cashew dahil po sa pagpapausok namin dito. And maybe you can see from here, this is our place. And na po yun. This plant, ito pong cashew trees na ito, they were almost dying. Wala na po yung mga dahon, but we kept on pausok dito. At ito po nangyari yan, mga nakikita nyo po, na nag-ipo silang hitik sa bunga sa cashew. Wow! And the place is really cool. Cool. Mataas ang oxygen and the produce is also high. So sabi ko, wow, if 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 this will continue, then makakatulong pala talaga tayo. Tulong pinansyal, tulong sa earth, increasing the oxygen, sorry po, nadala ko lang, increasing the oxygen level here, and also helping the people in pain. Kaya, and I said, am I still dreaming? And I said, mukhang hindi. Papunta nito. They call me the inventor, the innovator, and not the risk taker. With advocacy. Without advocacy, it is really hard to proceed, to produce that prototype, and to market, and to become an academic entrepreneur. But Dean Charlotte told me, you're not just an academic entrepreneur, Grace. Oh, ano po ako? Kasi yun po yung description ng academic entrepreneur. You're also a social entrepreneur. Ganun po ba? Kasi po, kasama na po natin yun. Maganda po yun. Sabi ko, kasama na rin po natin yun. Sabi ko sa kanya. And of course, for the prototypes, we should not forget to apply for patents, utility model, or use a trade secret. And that's the reason why I'm just using the general term. I'm not specifying the specific name of the plant because we are still working on the trade secret. So this is now the building. This is we call it the GBY Kamalig. And this is the business name, the trade name. This is the name of the corporation. And so this is called the Nutmeg Corporation. And we have the mayor's permit. May 2024 na po yan. Nalagay ko ng 2023. Pero we have the mayor's permit. And that's why we are now legal. And legit na po kami to produce the product. So thank you very much po. And to God be the glory. Together with Nanay Mercedes, thank you po.
Ako, Ma'am Grace, napakaganda po ng presentation niyo po. Nai-inspire po ako at bilang someone na may chronic headache saka migraine, feeling ko po malaking tulong po to sa akin. Hindi lang po sa akin, pati po siguro sa mga viewers po natin. Pa po ba mga questions? And right, Ma'am Grace, request na po ko sa inyo ng parang parting words po sa mga viewers po natin na posible pong ma-inspired na gumawa din po ng isang entrepreneur na nakaangkla po sa pagtulong ng community. Ano pong masasabi niyo sa kanila para ma-inspire din po sila?
Tulad po na sinabi ko kanina, I was inspired by my mentors at dahil sa kanila, ginaya ko sila. Unang-unang word ko pala, sabi ko, nainggit ako kay Ma'am Luli. At yung inggit na yun ay nagkaroon ng positive impact kasi gusto ko siyang gayahin. Yung inggit ay ginawa kong gayahin na papunta ako sa positive impact. So, dahil po doon, nasabi ko nga, kung if you are going to do something, an activity, make it for a cause. If you are doing something for a cause, hindi mo isipin ang pera, hindi mo isipin ang hirap, hindi mo isipin ang problema, but rather you will enjoy them because of this, nasama-sama ang pera, ang hirap, ang matabang ginagawa mo, they will become a joy in your heart because at the end, you are serving people who need your service. Being a UP Academe, kailangan maging role model ng mga estudyante. Role model ka rin na makita sa iyo yung resilience na sinasabi natin. We have lots of problems. We have lots of things na iniisip ng gugulo. Pero ang importante dito, think of something else that you can do for others. If that is what you are doing, alam mo, tutulungan ka ng Diyos para lahat ng dream, para sa kabutihan ng kapwa mo, ay mangyayari yun. Kaya sabi ko nga, I always join with the science with my prayer. I always pray and ask the Lord's wisdom to continue with what I'm doing. So, sabi nga, whatsoever you do to the least of my brother, you do it unto me. So, kaya sabi ko, sila nangangailangan, let's do it. And kung gagawin mo ito, unahin mo muna kapwa mo. Huwag ka na muna pumunta sa banyaga. Huwag muna yung pera. Huwag muna yung kayamanan. Pero kailangan tulong mo muna ang kapwa mo. Kapwa Pilipino na nangailangan ng tulong na nating mga nasa academe. Tayo na nakakataas sa kanila, tayo ang kailangan nila. Kaya, hayo, let's go and fight for our right. It is our right to help the indigenous people, to help the underserved. Amen. Ayun po.
Tama po yun, ma'am. So, ibalik ko lang po yung mga sinabi po na natutunan ko kay Sir Lagmay na ang UP po is isang universidad na dapat nagbabalik ng serbisyo sa bayan. At maraming salamat po, ma'am, kasi nagyan po kayo na meron kayo oportunidad yumaman, binibili ang produkto nyo ng mga banyaga. You have all the reasons para gawin yun, and yet pinush nyo po na ibigay itong produktong to sa mamamayan at sa Pilipino. Sabi nyo nga po, ma'am, hindi nyo kailangan ng pera. Hindi po kayo yayaman kung ang inyong focus ay advocacy. So, maraming salamat ma'am kasi pinili nyo pa rin na Pilipino yung makinabang dito. And sabi niyo po ma'am, maraming salamat kasi nagkaroon kayo ng idea na magkaroon ng isang entrepreneur na may rason at may cause para po sa amin na laging may pain at para po sa mga indigenous people na nangangailangan po ng livelihood. And panghawakan po natin yung vision and mission po ng UP Manila, which is towards leadership and excellence in community-oriented medical education directed to the undeserved. And with that note, ma'am, maraming salamat po sa pagpaunlak po sa amin sa Future Earth Philippines para maging speaker for today. At sa aming po mga viewers, maraming salamat sa pagsama po sa amin. Naway madami po kayo natutunan aral at karunungan ngayong hapon. And Huwag po kayong magsasawa na subaybayan kami, samahan kami every Friday. Same time, same channel. And all of you, have a great weekend.